We have all heard the rumors, those so-called secret strategies the rich use to build and protect their fortunes. But are these strategies really secrets? Or are they simply financial habits that anyone can adopt? In this video, we will explore the key money rules that successful people leverage. These aren't magic tricks or get-rich-quick schemes. They are practical approaches that, when implemented consistently, can empower you as well to take control of your finances and build a secure future. What sets these rules apart is their timeless nature and that they can be applied broadly. Whether you are just starting your financial journey or looking to refine your existing strategies, these principles can serve as a solid foundation. By understanding and applying these rules, you will be taking a significant step towards financial independence. So let's dive in and demystify the so-called secrets of the wealthy and how you can incorporate these practices into your own life. Let's get started. One of the fundamental principles that sets most wealthy people apart is that they have a growth mindset. This mindset is characterized by the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and continuous learning. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to improve and grow rather than overwhelming obstacles. They embrace failure as a stepping stone to success and are constantly seeking ways to expand their knowledge and their skills. This mindset is crucial for building wealth because it encourages resilience in the face of setbacks. It also promotes continuous learning and skill development. It helps in adapting to changing market conditions and opportunities. But it also builds confidence to take calculated risks. By developing a growth mindset, you position yourself to identify and seize opportunities that others might miss. You become more adaptable and better equipped to navigate the complex world of wealth creation. Remember, building wealth is not just about financial strategies, it is also about personal development. A growth mindset sets the foundation for all the other rules we will discuss, as it gives you the mental tools to implement them effectively and persistently. Next, let's discuss something that might surprise you. The wealthy usually don't focus on income nearly as much as you might think. Sure, a high income is nice, but it is not the key to lasting wealth. The real focus is accumulating assets. But to do that, you have to be able to identify and differentiate between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket without you having to trade your time for it. This could be rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or even businesses that generate passive income. The rich understand that building a portfolio of assets is the key to financial freedom. The wealthy focus on investing in assets that appreciate in value over time, generate income, or ideally both, rather than liabilities that drain their resources. For example, they might invest in a rental property, which is an asset, instead of buying a luxury car, which is a liability. This strategy of investing in assets over liabilities ensures that their money works for them, continuously growing their wealth over time. While most people are content with trading their time for a paycheck, the rich are constantly looking for ways to acquire assets and avoid liabilities. They understand that every dollar invested in an asset has the potential to grow and create even more wealth, while money spent on liabilities is usually gone forever. This is how they build wealth that lasts for generations. Just think about it. Properties usually increase in value over time, while new cars lose around 60% of their value by year 5. To put that into perspective, let's look at a very high level and simplified example. Let's say that person A spends $50,000 on a car and person B spends the same amount on a property. After 5 years, the car should be worth around $20,000. The property, even if it only increased in value by 20%, is going to be worth $60,000. This means that after 5 years, there's already a $40,000 difference. So you can clearly see the gap in wealth and net worth increasing between these two people over time. But how do you start building a portfolio of assets when you are just trying to make ends meet? This is where our next rule comes into play, and it is a game changer. One of the most powerful financial habits of the wealthy is the concept of paying yourself first. This means that before you pay your bills, buy groceries, or spend money on entertainment, you set aside a portion of your income for investments. The rich understand that if you wait to save what is left at the end of the month, you will often find that there is nothing left to save. By making investments your top priority, You ensure that you are constantly building your wealth no matter what else happens. Start small if you need to. Even 5% of your income is a great beginning. As you get more comfortable, try to increase this percentage. The goal is to make this habit automatic, treating it like any other non-negotiable expense. This habit of paying yourself first naturally leads to our next rule, which might seem counterintuitive at first. One of the best kept secrets of the wealthy is that they usually live well below their means and don't have a bling-bling lifestyle at all. Now this might sound strange. After all, isn't the whole point of being rich to live an extravagant lifestyle? Not exactly. Living below your means doesn't mean depriving yourself. It is about being intentional with your spending and focusing on what truly brings value to your life. It means choosing to invest in assets and experiences that align with your long-term goals, rather than splurging on short-term luxuries that don't serve your bigger picture. Living below your means allows you to invest more, build more assets, and create a larger financial cushion over time. It is about making conscious choices about where your money goes. This mindful approach to spending doesn't just free up resources for investing. It also allows you to focus on what truly matters in building wealth, and that is creating value. This brings us to a final point, which is at the core of how most wealthy people build their fortunes, and that is creating value through solving problems. Most rich people don't get wealthy by pinching pennies or because they are financial geniuses. Instead, they become rich by solving other people's problems. There are two main parts to this aspect of wealth creation. First, the bigger and more complex the problem you solve, the more value you create. Think about some of the wealthiest people in the world. Elon Musk is tackling autonomous driving, sustainable energy, and space exploration. Bill Gates revolutionized personal computing. Sam Altman is working on AI with ChatGPT. These are massive and complex problems that, when solved, create enormous value. Second, the value you create also depends on the number of people you solve the problem for. In other words, your customer base. A local restaurant might solve the problem of the hungry for a few hundred people a day. But a company like Amazon solves the problem of convenient shopping for millions of people globally. The key is to identify significant problems that align with your skills and passions, and then work on solutions that you can scale to serve as many people as possible. This could mean offering a service or inventing a new product. The more value you create by solving problems for others, the more wealth you can generate, as money is a side product of value creation. By adopting these mindsets and strategies, you are not just learning about wealth, you are laying the groundwork to build it yourself. But here's the thing, knowing these rules is just the first step. The real magic happens when you start applying them in your own life. So I challenge you to take at least one of these rules and start implementing it. Every journey begins with a single step. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. But by following these rules, you are setting yourself up for long-term financial success. And one more, as you start to implement these rules and see your wealth grow, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Too often, we are so focused on the end goal that we forget to acknowledge how far we have come. Take time to appreciate each milestone, whether it is saving your first $1,000, buying your first asset, or serving your first customer. These celebrations will keep you motivated on your journey. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch another video. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.